السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to teach us beneficial knowledge. This is our Islamic educational program. It's about paying zakah, the third pillar of Islam. So here we talked about zakah. We said that there are four types of wealth that we will discuss when we talk about paying obligatory charity, which we call zakah. So there is gold, silver, and paper money or paper currency. We talked about it last session. Today, inshallah, we'll talk about livestock. We'll talk about paying zakah on camels, cows, and sheep. As we mentioned last time, zakah is not due on necessities of life, like the house you live in or the car you drive. We said that there is, when we talk about zakah, we talk about nisab. What is nisab? It's the minimum prescribed limit. So we talked about zakah in gold, zakah in silver, and zakah in money. We said that gold, which when we talk about gold, there are different types of gold according to the quality. So when we talk about zakah in the highest quality of gold, which is 85, which is 24 karat, so the minimum limit is 85 gram. If the person reaches this limit, he must pay zakah. So if the person has 85 gram or more, and he holds the amount for 1 year, so he must pay zakah. The same thing about silver. So if the person has silver, and we are talking about the best quality of silver, because again, there are different types of silver, different qualities, but we are talking about the best quality of silver. So if the person has silver and he reaches nisab, he reaches the minimum prescribed limit, if he has 595 gram of silver or more, in this case, he must pay zakah. We come to the question, how much should he pay? He should pay 2.5%. Then we talked about the zakah in money, zakah in paper currency. We said that we calculate the value of the cash money according to the corresponding value of gold or the corresponding value of silver. As we made the calculation last time, that the person can calculate the zakah of cash money according to the corresponding value of gold or according to the corresponding value of silver. So if we calculate the zakah in cash money according to the corresponding value of gold, so how can we do it? We say, how much is 1 gram of pure gold? 24 karat. We said that on the 7th of June 2024 in Saudi Arabia, it was 288, about 288. So the person multiply this amount of money, multiply it by 85 gram of 85 gram. So the total amount, which is about 24,500 riyal, this amount is the minimum limit, the minimum prescribed limit in cash money, in money. This is the nisab in money. So if the person reaches this amount, he must pay zakah. So if the person has this amount of money or more, he must pay zakah. Now, if we made the same calculation, but if we made the nisab of money, but according to the corresponding value of silver, we said that on 7th of June 2027 in Saudi Arabia, it was 3 riyal, the 1 gram of pure gold, it was 3 riyal, 0.76. So when we multiply it by 595, the total amount is about 20,000 riyal. And we mentioned last time, the scholars say that it's better to calculate it according to the corresponding value of silver. Why? Because normally it's less than the corresponding value of gold. So this is more beneficial to the poor people. So anyone who has 20,000 riyal, so he should pay zakah. How much should he pay? He should pay, as we said, 2.5%. 2.5%, and we gave example about paying zakah on money, paying zakah on gold. We said that, for example, if someone has 100 gram of gold, how can he calculate the amount of money that he should pay? As we mentioned before, he can multiply this 100 gram, multiply it by 288, which is the price or the value of 1 gram. So the total amount, which is about 28,800 riyal. So this total amount, he multiply it by 2.5%. Or there is an easier way that he divide it by 40. So either way, both are correct. It gives you the same outcome, the same output. So if the person, for example, has 100 gram, he has 100 gram of pure gold, and he holds the amount for 1 year. Remember, he holds this amount for 1 year. He should pay about 700 riyal, about 700 riyal. And we talked about different issues about gold. We talked about the nisab of zakah in gold according to the qirat, according to the quality of gold. As we mentioned last time, it depends about, according to the quality of gold. This was talking about zakah in gold, in silver, and in cash money, in paper money. And we said that the scholars have different point of view about gold that is used as a jewelry. We talked about it last session. We talked about it, alhamdulillah. Today, inshallah, we talk about zakah in livestock. Today, we talk about zakah in livestock. What is livestock? Camels, cows, and sheep. So when we talk about zakah on livestock, we say that zakah is due on livestock. Zakah is due on livestock if the animals graze on pasture. If the owner of the animals does not exert a lot of effort to provide them with fodder. In other words, if they are doing free grazing. So when we look at the pictures here, if we look at these pictures, so for example, the owner of these animals, cows or sheep or whatever. So these animals are doing what? They are doing free grazing. They are doing free grazing. So the same thing here when we look at this picture, these animals are doing what? Are doing free grazing. So the owner of this animal should pay zakah. Should pay zakah if they reach nisab. But when we look at this picture, what are these animals doing? They are eating fodder. So it means that the owner of these animals, he buys them fodder. So he exerts effort and he pays money to get them their fodder. So zakah is not due on him. Zakah is not due on him. But as we said, if the animals are doing free grazing, so the owner of this animal should pay zakah if they reach nisab, and if he holds these animals for 1 lunar year. So after the completion of 1 lunar year, he should pay zakah on them. Okay, he should pay zakah on them. As we said, if they are doing a free grazing. But if the owner buys fodder for the animals, or if they eat from his own garden. So again, it means that he pays money, he exerts effort, so zakah is not due on these animals. There is a point we should pay attention to, that if the owner of the animals is not only raising them for breeding or for milk production, he is not only raising them for breeding or for milk production, but maybe he's raising them for trading. If he has animals and he raised them for the purpose of making business, for the business of trading, selling them after time and making profits, earning money, making profits. So in this case, he should deal with the animals not as livestock. We are talking about the issue of zakah. So they are not classified as livestock, but they are classified as trade commodities. They are classified as trade commodities. What does it mean? It means that he evaluate their value, he evaluate or he estimate their value after the passing of one lunar year. So for example, let's say he has 20 camels or 20 cows or 100 sheep, and he prepares them for selling, for trading. So once a year, he estimate their value. He estimate their value. And the output, the outcome, he treat with it as treating with commercial goods or as dealing with trade commodities. What does it mean? It means that if they reach nisab, then he pays a zakah of 2.5%. So again, let's say that he has 20 camels, 20 sheep. Let's say that they about the value, their value is about 100,000 riyal. So in this 100,000 riyal, he pays his zakah as in the same way as in gold and or in silver or in cash money. He pays 2.5%. He pays 2.5%, or as we said, he divide this amount of money, he divides them by 40. So the output is the zakah that he should pay. So for example, if they value 100,000, so he should pay, for example, 2,500 riyal. This about what? This about the animals that are prepared, that are raised, intended for trading, not for breeding or for milk production. So now we talk about again, go back to the issue of livestock that is prepared for breeding or for milk production. We say if they do free grazing, so he must pay zakah. If he buys fodder for them or they eat from his own garden, so zakah is not due on him. And now let's look at these tables. So let's talk about camels. And as usual, we ask the question, what is nisab in camels? What is nisab in camels? So in camels, the nisab is 5. What does it mean? If he has 1 camel, 2 camels, 3 camels, 4 camels, zakah is not due on him. But if he has 5 camels, 6, 7, 8, or 9, so he should pay zakah. And remember all the time that he hold this for 1 year. So after the pass of 1 year, he should pay zakah. He should pay 1 sheep. Now, if he has 10 camels, 11, 12, 13, 14, he should pay 2 sheep. And now let's talk about cows. We ask the same question. What is the nisab, the prescribed minimum limit in cows? So the nisab is 30 cows. So if he has, for example, 1 cow or 5 cows or 10 or 20 cows, zakah is not due on him. But if he has 30 cows and he hold this for 1 year, so in this case, he should pay 1 cow. How old is the cow? 1 year old. If he has 40, 45, 50, 55, he should pay 1 cow. How old is it? It should be 2-year-old cow. Now let's talk about sheep. And we said that scholar attach goats under with sheep. They consider them as one thing. So if someone has 1 sheep or 10 sheep or 20 or 30, zakah is not due on him. Okay, but if he has 40 sheep, so the nisab is 40. If he has 40 or 50 or 100 or 110, he should pay 1 sheep. Okay, he should pay 1 sheep. If he has more than 121, he has 130, 140, he has 190, he should pay 2 sheep. And remember, brothers and sisters, we are talking about obligatory zakah. Maybe someone has 10 sheep or 10 goats, and he say, okay, I'll pay, I sacrifice one sheep for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll cook the meat and give it to the poor people. So this is called what? This is called sadaqah. It's optional. But here we are talking about zakah, which is obligatory. If someone has 40 sheep and he holds this number of sheep for 1 year, so he must pay zakat. He must pay one sheep, as we mentioned. This is an easy table. There is another table which is more detailed. We mention more detail in it. So let's talk about sheep. So if someone has reached the nisab, if someone reached nisab, we agreed that nisab in sheep is 40, or in goats, the same thing, it's 40. So if he has from 40 to 120, if he has 40, 50, 60, 100 sheep, 110, so he should pay one sheep. He should pay one sheep. If he has from 121 to 200, he has 150, 160, 170, so he should pay two sheep. If he has more than 201, so he should pay three sheep. And then after this, for every 100 after, he should pay one sheep. For every 100 after 200, so he should pay one sheep for every 100. Okay, this about detailed information about zakah on sheep. Now we talk about cows. As we mentioned before, the minimum limit or the nisab in cows is 30 cows. So if someone reach this number of cows, he must pay zakah. And as we said, he hold this number for one lunar year. So he must pay zakah. So if someone has 30 cows, from 30 to 39, so he should pay one he or she calf, and it is 1 year old. If he has from 40 to 59, maybe perhaps he has 50, he has 55, so he should pay one she calf, it is 2 year old. If he has more than 60, so more than 60, he should pay two she calves, it is 2 year old. And then for every 30 after, he should pay one she calf, it should be 1 year old. For every 40 after, he should pay one she calf, it should be 2 year old. This about cows. Now we come to detailed information about camels. That we said that for every 5 camels, remember, we said in camels, the nisab, the minimum prescribed limit is 5 camels. If someone has 1 camel, 2, 3, 4 camels, so there is no zakah is not due on him. If he likes to pay sadaqah, it's okay. We are talking about zakah, which is obligatory. So for every 5 camel until 20, he should pay one sheep. So if he has 5 camels, he pay one sheep. If he has 10 camels, he pay 2 sheep. If he has 15 camels, he pay 3 sheep, and so on. Okay, 3 sheep. Then if he has from 25 to, if he has 25 camels up to 35 camels, he should pay one she camel. It is 1 year old. Or one he camel, it is 2 year old. If he has from 36 to 45 camels, he should pay one she camel, it is 2 year old. If he has from 46 to 60, he should pay one she camel, it's 3 year old, and so on. This about more detailed information about camels. If he has more than 121 camel, more than 121 camel, so in this case, for every 40 after this, he should pay one she camel. And for every 50 camels after this number, he should pay one she camel. It is 3 year old. So this about zakah in obligatory zakah in livestock. As we mentioned, if the camels are doing free grazing, so the owner of the livestock, the camels, cows, the sheep, he should pay zakah. And we talked about nisab in every type of livestock, and he do it once a year. he is doing it once a year. But if the owner of this livestock, the owner of camels, cows, or sheep, he buys fodder, or they eat from his own garden, so zakat is not due on him. If he like to pay sadaqah, it's up to him. But we are talking about zakat, which is obligatory. Then we talked about important to note that if the owner is not only raising them for breeding or for milk production, but he has another purpose. He's actually raising them for trading, for making business. After time, he will sell them and earn money, make profits, and so on. So this is, in this case, the kind of livestock or camels or cows or sheep comes under the classification of trade commodities, not classification of livestock. What does it mean? That once a year, he estimates their value. Okay, the owner estimates their value after the passing of 1 year, and he pays in the same way like money, like gold, like silver, which is 2.5%. So he pays 2.5% of the total value of his livestock. جزاكم الله خيرا، وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.